believed in ghosts. Not really. I was the skeptic in the group. The one who laughed during horror movies and said, "There's always an explanation." That changed the night we used the Ouija board in Dylan's basement. It was Halloween. One of those damp, cold nights where the air feels heavier than it should. Dylan had this old Victorian-style house that his grandparents left him. Drafty, creaky, and full of that kind of silence that makes your skin crawl. Perfect setting for a spooky night, right? There were 5 of us. Me, Dylan, Lex, Jamie, and Tori. We were all a little buzzed, joking around, and Dylan pulls out this board from under a sheet in a dusty cabinet. Not the kind you buy at a toy store. This one looked ancient, wooden, with faded letters and symbols etched in, and a planchette carved from bone, or at least it looked like bone. He said he got it from a woman at a flea market who warned him not to use it alone and never ask about the dead in the house. We thought it was part of the bit, like theatrical. We lit candles, set the board in the center of the basement floor. The 5 of us sat in a circle, laughing nervously. We all put our fingers on the planchette. Dylan asked, "Is anyone here with us?" Nothing. Silence. Then Lex snorted. "Maybe the ghost's on break." But just as she said that, the planchette moved. Slowly, deliberately. It slid to yes. We all froze. "No one push it," Jamie said, eyes darting around. "Seriously, hands light." Tori's lips were trembling. "I swear I'm not moving it." Dylan leaned in. "What's your name?" The planchette spelled Maria. Lex raised an eyebrow. "Okay, Maria, how did you die?" It paused, then moved, fast now. Buriedaliv. My stomach twisted. We all looked at each other like, this isn't funny anymore. Then it spelled something else. Nothere. "What do you mean?" I asked. No answer. Then it spelled Iamundder. "Under?" Jamie whispered. "Under what?" Then the lights went out. Just like that. The only light left was the flickering of the candles, casting warped shadows on the basement walls. Shadows that started moving. Tori stood up. "This isn't a game, Dylan. Turn the lights back on." "I didn't do anything," Dylan muttered, fumbling for his phone. He turned on the flashlight, and we all saw it at the same time. Scratches. Deep, fresh claw marks on the concrete right beneath the Ouija board. And I swear to you, some of them were still forming, right before our eyes. Lex screamed and backed into the wall. That's when we heard it. Of my breath. Not ours. Wet, shaky. Like something inhaling through broken lungs. Then came the voice. But it didn't come from the board. It came from below us. The voice sounded wrong, like it was being scraped across metal. Too close, too loud, like it was echoing inside our skulls. We panicked. Tori tried to flip the board. "We have to say goodbye." But the planchette wouldn't budge. It was stuck, like glued to the board. Jamie turned to run up the stairs, only for the basement door to slam shut. Then we saw movement in the shadows under the stairs. Something was crawling out. Long limbs, no eyes, no skin, just folds of flesh and a gaping mouth that opened sideways. It wasn't walking. It slithered, with its head cocked like it was listening. It whispered again. Tori screamed. Lex fell backwards. Dylan was frozen. I grabbed the candles and hurled them across the room to distract it, and in the split second it recoiled, we bolted. We didn't say goodbye. We didn't close the board. We left the candles burning, the board on the ground, and the basement door wide open. We ran until our lungs gave out. The next day, Dylan didn't answer his phone. We went back. His front door was open. The whole house was ice cold. Silent. The air smelled like dirt and blood. We found the basement empty. No scratches, no candles, no board, No Dylan, just a small piece of paper pinned to the wall with a rusted nail. It read, "I live beneath what's forgotten, and now, so does he." We never found him, but sometimes, when I close my eyes at night, I hear the planchette sliding across the board, spelling my name.